Crews are being polled right now. We have attention, go. This is the women's varsity lightweight 8 between Princeton, MIT, and Bucknell. Bucknell and Princeton both wearing orange tops. Princeton nearest the camera, farthest from the finish line, sure. Coming off the blocks, all crews out cleanly, excuse me, and Princeton is up a deck over Bucknell. Bucknell a third of a length over MIT. Princeton moving the best right here in this first 500 off of the start. They have a half length over Bucknell. Bucknell moving steadily away from MIT in this first 250. And it is Princeton still 1/2 length over Bucknell. Bucknell has just cleared a length over MIT. Crews are calling their settles to get down to base cadence, and it is Princeton moving another seat out, 2/3 of a length over Bucknell. This is the one and only home race for the Princeton lightweight women. As the Princeton women continue to move away from Bucknell, as Bucknell has settled into a lower cadence, Princeton approaches 500 meters with a 1 length advantage over Bucknell. Bucknell a length and a half over MIT. Princeton is through the first 500 in this first varsity lightweight 8 race in 1:40. Princeton's moving very steadily in this tailwind. Lightweights love a tailwind. They are on the move, continuing to take seats at will from Bucknell. It's just a matter of one crew being steadily faster at their base speed than another as these margins just continue to expand. Bucknell had a little bit of a bobble there. That probably cost them about 2 seats, but they are still moving away from the engineers. Princeton is lengthening their lead up to 2 lengths, approaching the 750 mark in this senior heavy boat in their one and only race at home. Princeton is well in control in this second quarter of the race. Princeton rowing out at 34 in this tailwind. Got kind of gusty conditions in the middle of the course here. As we've seen all morning, we've had a tailwind for the first mile. As we get to the last 500, we will expect to see that come into more of a crosswind. But this race is well in hand by Princeton at this point. 2 lengths, 2.5 lengths over Bucknell. Bucknell 3 lengths over MIT. Approaching the 1,000, it is the top ranked Princeton lightweight women in first place. Through the 1,000 in 3:23, it is Princeton striking at a 35. 3 lengths over Bucknell, rowing at a 31.5. Princeton really wants to have a good showing in this senior day for them, the one and only home race. Princeton will have off next week, and in 2 weeks heads to Washington to face Georgetown for the Class of 2006 Cup. Princeton had a great weekend out in Redwood Shores last weekend, taking down Stanford, Wisconsin, and St. Mary's in the varsity 8. As we approach 7:50 to go, Princeton well in control, looking strong and taking more seats away from the Bison, and MIT well back of the race pace. 7:50 to go, Princeton at 4:17. Still rowing that smooth 34 over Bucknell, who seems to be struggling a bit as the wind has shifted into more of a crosswind.
Whoa. Oh, baby. There's a body?
In the media launch, we seem to have found a tree on the bottom of the lake.
Might have been a car.
Approaching 500 to go. The top-ranked Princeton Tigers. 4 lengths over Bucknell. Bucknell well ahead of MIT.